Here it goes. Today, the Tibetan Women Association commemorate the 65th anniversary of the Tibetan National Women's Uprising Day. March 12, 1959 marked a turning point in the history of Tibetan women when they united together to protest against the Chinese government's ruthless repression in the capital city of Lhasa outside Potala Palace on the Tipu Yuge ground. A group of women led by Pamo Kusang, a Tibetan martyr, took to the stage alongside hundreds of women to resist the Communist China's unlawful annexation of Tibet. Hundreds of Tibetan women were killed in that ruthless repression. Many were arrested, many imprisoned, and many tortured and beaten without trial. As we mark 65 years of Chinese Communist unlawful and inhuman persecution, we recognize and honor Tibetan women all over the world who have made significant sacrifices to maintain our culture, identity, and independence. We pay our respect to those who continue to suffer under the oppression of the Chinese Communists. We, Tibetan Women Association, I'm so sorry about the word. Okay. We, the Tibetan Women Association, wanted to thank our martyr, past, present, and future generation for their hard work and the never-ending struggle that continue the pledge taken by those brave sisters to achieve freedom in Tibet and expose the numerous atrocities perpetrated upon Tibetan people. The Tibetan Women Association has a resilient history, facing its own period of dormancy following the uprising when many Tibetans were forced to live in exile. However, on September 10, 1984, with the blessing of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, the Tibetan Women Association officially re-emerged with 12 branches across India. Today, in 2024, the Tibetan Women Association, with its 58 regional chapter and 20 members globally, its promise to stay committed and vocal about the political situation in Tibet, while also advocating for the human rights of Tibetans in Tibet and in exile, and that we will strive to accomplish by preserving and promoting His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama's vision of middle way approach. The situation in Tibet is deteriorating with an intensifying crackdown and the systematic subjugation of Tibet. The repercussions are clear in the ongoing spate of self-immolation. 169 Tibetans in Tibet have set themselves on fire, demanding for the return of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama to Tibet and the Tibetan freedom. Since their inception in 2016, the colonial boarding school, which the Chinese Communist Party referred to as education and training centers, have been a source of contention. Cultural genocide in Tibet by the Chinese government led to the destruction of numerous monasteries and the countless sacred scriptures, forcing many monks and nuns to disrobe and denounce their monastic world. The construction of a hydroelectric dam on the Dichu River in Kham, eastern Tibet, has just come to light, posing a threat to the homes, livelihood, and the cultural heritage of the population of 6 monasteries and 2 communities. Local villagers and monks were observed kneeling down and pleading the Chinese Communist authorities to hold the project on the social media worldwide, followed by the detention of more than 1,000 Tibetans, including monks. If the world does not pay attention to the major destruction caused by China in Tibet, the future of the world will be a great disaster, not just Tibet. We urge today the international community and the leaders to join us in opposing the construction of dam and demand an immediate action to halt its progress. We urge today the international community to stand in solidarity with the Tibetan people in Dege County for their courage and resilience demonstrated through their protests. The time has come to the entire world to demonstrate that human rights abuses, no matter where it occurs, are not acceptable. We commemorate today, March 12, 2024, with the deepest hope for human rights, peace, and freedom in Tibet and in every country of the world where peace is held hostage by the brutal regimes. We reaffirm today our full faith in the leadership of His Holiness. May His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama live long. May the Tibetan people be soon united in the Tibet. Thank you so much.